This video, we're going to talk all about short form video, TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Hey everybody, Katie Lance here, and if you've been struggling with how to really leverage short form video like TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts, stay tuned. That's what we're going to talk about today. Tip number one, look at your life as content. As you are out and about, you are working with clients, you're at a home inspection, all the different things that you do in your real estate business, look at your life as content. And I think this is something that really makes a big difference. What we found with short form video for quite some time, it was all about the trending music and doing some fun lip syncs and dances, and you can certainly do that as well. But let's face it, you're a busy realtor. So how are you going to come up with a lot of content ideas? Look at your life as content. So let me give you a quick example. Let's say you have a home inspection. I'm going to tell you right now, for a lot of people, they have no idea what a home inspector does, what a home inspection is all about. So you're at that house, right? You've got that home inspector. You have a couple opportunities. That person is doing their thing. They're walking around. You could take out your phone and do something like, hey, do you know what happens at a home inspection? Let me share one thing that you need to know if you're having a home inspection, right? Or what the heck is a home inspection? Let me tell you that one thing. Or, hey, let me introduce so-and-so. He's a great home inspector, right? So there's a few things that you could do literally while that person is doing their home inspection. Now, if you don't want to do it in the house, do it in your car. Now, not when you're driving, but the home inspection's over, you're in your car, take out your phone and you could say something like, hey, I was just at a home inspection and let me just tell you the 3 things you need to know if you're getting your home inspected. I say look at your life as content because when you do that, you're going to look for opportunities to create content quickly and easily. And as a real estate agent, you are working with clients at all different steps in the process. They might be buyers, they might be sellers, they might be investors. And so when you can create some micro content, that kind of content is really like micro content. You're not doing a 10-part series on home inspections, right? It doesn't sound like the most exciting thing to watch. You're sharing a quick micro tip, and what you're doing is you're taking people behind the scenes. You're showcasing the kind of the know, like, and trust and relatability factor because people can see you, people can hear your personality, and you're sharing a quick tip that is telling people you're in real estate without telling people you're in real estate, right? How can you tell people that you're in real estate without telling people, hey, call me today, I'm a realtor, right? So look at your life as content. Look for those opportunities, whether you're at an open house, whether you're touring homes, whether you are out and about, maybe you're doing some shopping, maybe you're visiting a local restaurant. Those are all opportunities, and I would challenge you at least a few times a week, 2 or 3 times a week, to create a short form vertical piece of content based on something that's happening that week, that day, right? So look at your life as content, small thing that makes a huge difference, especially with short form video content. By the way, if you enjoyed this so far, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell button because guess what? We have videos like this that come out each and every week. All right, let's get on with the show. Tip number 2, be brief and talk quick. Okay, you may have noticed even in this video, I'm talking pretty quick. And this is one of the things that happens when you get a little bit better at video. The more you're on camera, the better you get. In fact, the last video we just did here on our YouTube channel, we talked all about camera confidence. And if you are struggling a little bit with camera confidence, I'm going to link that below so you can check that out. Definitely make sure you watch that. But be quick and talk fast. Now, the talk fast part is something that you can work on, but be quick. And one of the ways to be quick is to just get to the point. The big mistake a lot of people make is right when they start their videos, there's this big pause. Often we've heard it called like the millennial pause or the boomer pause or the Gen X pause, where we pause and then we start. So if that's you, the good news is when you're recording your video content, you can go right to your video. You don't need any app for this. Go right to your video, hit the edit button, and you can trim out the very first second or you pause, and then that last second or 2 when you're turning the camera off. And you might think, what's the big deal? Well, part of short form video content is grabbing people's attention right away. So if there's a pause, and then if the next thing you say is, hi everyone, I'm a realtor, blah, 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 like people are just gonna keep scrolling. So you wanna trim it to almost when you're about to start talking. Think about when you're on FaceTime with someone, right? And you've got that casual conversation, you're just talking. You wanna kind of think about that when you are creating that short form video content. A lot of times with my short form video content, I will trim it almost to the point where my mouth is open, right? So I'm about to say something that's going to draw people's attention in. Also, one of the things to think about before you hit record is what's the juicy part of the video? What's the aha? What's the big thing that you want to tell people? And start with that. So for example, if you are doing a video about home inspections, you want to start with the juiciest part, like, oh my gosh, you do not want to know about this when you see a home inspection, right? Or you will not believe the biggest mistake I just saw that happens with a home inspection, right? So start with the juiciest part, and then you lead into that one tip or that one insight or that one story. Now you can wrap it up at the end. You can have some sort of call to action like, hey, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Or, hey, if you enjoy content like this, I'm a realtor. Make sure you hit that follow button. So you can have a call to action at the end. Remember, you don't even need any extra apps to do editing. Of course, you can use apps for editing, which we'll get to in another video, but it's all good. Just at a minimum, trim that beginning, trim that end. That little thing's gonna make a huge difference on TikTok, Reels, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, all of the above. And by the way, if you're stuck on content, we have a great free resource library. So if you go to katielance.com/freebies, download our free resources. This is gonna help you not just with your short form content, but all of your content. So if you're struggling a little bit with content and what to say and how to say and all that good stuff, check it out. Tip number 3, don't be afraid to experiment. Don't be afraid to experiment with different types of video content. So if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram Reels or Facebook Reels or YouTube Shorts, we put out a lot of different content. And so there's different types of content. For example, there's straight to camera content like this, where you're sharing a quick tip or a couple quick tips. And honestly, I don't have a crystal ball, but honestly, I think that in a lot of ways is one of the easiest types of content to create because you're speaking from the heart, you're sharing your knowledge, especially if you're in real estate. It's one of the easiest ways to create content quickly and easily. And I also think that it's one of the best types of content to post. All the platforms have said they are really preferring original content versus something that's trending, so that's a little bit of insight, but don't be afraid to experiment. You also might experiment doing voiceover videos. We've done a number of those where maybe you just are not on camera, right? So to go back to that home inspection example, you're having a home inspection. Instead of you being on camera, maybe you take out your phone and you record a couple quick clips of what's happening in the home during the home inspection. Now you've got 30 seconds to a minute of video on your phone. You can go into any of the platforms, do a voiceover. You can even use a platform like Video Shop. We've done this for a lot of our voiceover videos where you take the video, you import it into Video Shop, you do a voiceover, download it, and then post it on your various platforms. That's an interesting way to do a video because they hear you, but they don't see you. Another video that I think is great to experiment with is green screen video. So you guys have seen these kind of videos before where you see someone kind of standing in front of like something behind them, like a screenshot or an article. This is extremely helpful if you are just concerned with like what to say and again, building your camera confidence. One thing you can do is go to Google, open up your phone, go to Google real estate news, okay? And what will pop up is you'll see some ads, but then you'll see like NAR or Inman, you'll see some real estate articles. Pick one that speaks to you, read it first, take a screenshot. You can go into any platform, Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, whatever, and add that as a green screen background. So now you can say, hey, I just read this article about X, Y, and Z, and here's my opinion about it, right? So it's a way to share very timely content. You could do that with market updates. I saw a reel recently by one of our Academy members who talked about the market, and she had a great little market graphic that she had posted to her website. She had sent it to her email list, but she took that graphic, put it behind her, and did a little video about it saying, hey, let's talk about the market. And she had numbers to kind of back it up. And I would also say as a bonus tip, take that content on multiple platforms. If you're already creating content for Instagram Reels, you might consider also posting it to Facebook Reels. When you post it to Instagram Reels, it'll say, would you like to share this to Facebook? You can do that, but you also might just upload and directly share it to Facebook as well. Facebook Reels are blowing up in a big way. You might also consider repurposing them over to YouTube Shorts. You might also consider putting them on TikTok as well. So it's going to be really interesting in 2023 what happens with short form video content. I don't think it's going away by any means. The good news is you don't need a whole lot of camera equipment. You don't even need a whole lot of fancy apps. I mentioned Video Shop earlier. That's a great app. You can also use apps like Canva. I know other folks have used tools like CapCut. But honestly, if you just use the tools that are available inside those platforms, you can create a lot of great content quickly and easily. And don't forget my golden rule with all of this: done is better than perfect. All right, my friends, I would love to hear from you. Are you creating short form video content? And if you are, where are you posting it? Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you soon. I'll see you on camera. Bye for now.